Hello and welcome to the nature. My name is John and welcoming you to PGA Tour 2K21. Teeing it up today on a first hole par 4 at the Copper Dunes Golf Club. Let's load up and fire this into the fairway and take it from there.
Ugh.
Let's get out of this. This is a little spinachy for my liking. All right, from the fairway bunker, let's see how this goes. Well, that's too bad. You reached our shot limit on that hole. Gonna move on here. And teeing it up on the second hole.
It was interesting choice.
Okay, third shot. Setting up here for your fourth shot. And this is your fifth shot.
Okay, we are very deep in the rough. Careful with this one.
And from the fairway sand. All right, let's leave this sand behind us. What do you say? And unfortunately, you've reached our shot limit on this hole. We're going to push forward to the next. Let's see what happens here on the third hole. Setting up from the long grass here. Let's get on out of this. And this one's about 165 yards out. Okay, we're in the deep rough. Careful. Well, that won't work. Well, that's too bad. You've taken too many strokes on this hole. Shot limit has been reached. All right, here is a par 5.
Well, that won't do.
Here's your second shot on the fourth. And this is your third shot. And this one's your fourth. And lining up your sixth shot here. You might need a club or two extra from here. This is really deep. And it was just a bad luck hole from the beginning, I think. Shot limit has been reached. You've got a par 4 in front of you on this one.
Well, that's not going to do you.
And this is our third shot. We'll get it back. Okay, here's your fifth shot. Okay, sixth shot. We're in the deep stuff here. And we're back in the fairway. And we've reached the shot limit on this one. We're going to push on to the next hole. Good luck on this par 3 hole.
That was an interesting shot.
And 200 yards or so to the pin. And setting up now for your fifth shot. And through some branchy stuff here. And from the fairway bunker. Well, that's too bad. We reached the shot limit. That's never fun. Best of luck to you on this par 4. Setting up for our third shot. Okay, we are back in the fairway. Okay, this is your sixth shot.
Interesting. Oops.
This is out of the second cut here.
Okay, course marshal's giving me an earful here. We're going to move you on to the next hole because you've gone over your allotted shot limit.
Setting up here now for our third shot. All right, setting up here deep in the spinach. Okay, this is your sixth shot on this one. Okay, and from the sand. And what are you thinking? What are you thinking out of this fairway bunker? Let's see what you got. Well, that's too bad. You reached our shot limit on that hole. Gonna move on here. And here we have a lovely par 4 ahead of us. Okay, we are in the deep stuff currently. That's unfortunate. Looks like this one's your 5th shot. And this is your 6th shot. I don't know what that was. Setting up here just in the light rough. And unfortunately, you've reached our shot limit on this hole. We're going to push forward to the next. Yeah, that was a weird shot. Okay, here's our 3rd shot. Okay, here's your 4th. Let's be careful getting out of here. Might not get all the distance you want in the deep stuff. Let's get up and out of here. All right, we're in the fairway bunker. Let's see what you got.
All right, course marshal's been yapping in my ear about you taking your time. We're going to move you on to the next hole after that 7 over par performance.
Yikes. Interesting.
You are very deep in the rough here. Going to have to be careful about this one.
Setting up for your 5th stroke here. And lining up your 6th shot here. Not much happened with that one. Okay, let's get on out of this second cut and get on our way. Well, that's too bad. You've taken too many strokes on this hole. Shot limit has been reached. Let's see what happens here on the 12th hole. Ooh, that was just a mistake, I guess. We've got about 135 yards or so to go from here. And this is what your 5th shot's looking like. Okay, 6th shot. Setting up in the bunker. Careful of this one, fairway bunker. Not sure what's going to happen here. And we've reached the shot limit on this one. We're going to push on to the next hole. Oops. Ouch. Setting up here for your 4th. Okay, 6th shot on this hole. Let's get out of this bunker and on our way. All right, from the fairway bunker, let's see how this goes. And it was just a bad luck hole from the beginning, I think. Shot limit has been reached. All right, here's our 2nd shot on the 14th. I don't know what that was. Let's just try again. Okay, here's your 5th shot. We're in the big, thick, deep rough here. Ooh, what's going on here? All right, let's get out of this sand. Well, that's too bad. You reached our shot limit on that hole. Gonna move on here. And this is somewhere around 155 yards out. Oh, I wish you could have that one back. Yikes. Those shots are gonna happen to you. Okay, let's get out of this bunker. Setting up here from the deep stuff. Well, that's too bad. We reached the shot limit. That's never fun. This one's your 3rd. All right, this is your 4th shot. And this is your 5th shot. Oh, that couldn't have been planned. We're in the deep stuff. You might need a club or 2 extra on this shot. Well, that's too bad. You've taken too many strokes on this hole. Shot limit has been reached. And here's our 2nd shot on the 17th. And this is your 3rd shot. And we are in the deep stuff currently. Let's get out of here now.
No good.
Oh, that was unlucky. And from the fairway sand. And unfortunately, you've reached our shot limit on this hole. We're going to push forward to the next. Here's our second shot on the 18th. Okay. And setting up now for your 5th shot. Okay, this is your 6th shot. All right, let's piece out of this sand. All right, setting up in the fairway sand. We've reached the shot limit and we're on the final hole, so that's all she wrote. Well, I had a good time out there today. I am happy that you brought me along for the ride.